VAT is going up, fuel will cost more, but many small businesses may still pay zero tax. You are confused, right? Don't worry, I'll break it down bit by bit for you to understand. Most videos online are given half-truths, but I will give you the full picture with examples that matter to your businesses. Yes, so from January 2026, I repeat, from January 2026, Nigeria's new tax laws will officially begin by that 2026 and not now. That is one fact that you need to know. So if you run a small business, whether it's a boutique, salon, logistics company, or even any online store, this directly affects you. But don't panic. In this video, we will be explaining everything bit by bit. And you would ask me the reason why we have this man right here. Yes, this is Mr. Oyedele, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele. So he's the head of the tax reform committee, and he has clarified in his frequently asked questions, and more importantly, what you need to do and how you should prepare. So every fact that I will be stating in this video is I will say it's directly from him. All right, so one thing that you need to know before we begin, the background that you need to know before we start, is that there are 4 tax bills signed in 2025, but it will take effect, like it will be effective in January 1st, 2026, if there will be no changes by the federal government or any of the committee in the future. So they will take effect by January 1st, 2026. All right, so the facts from Mr. Taiwo, Mr. Oyedele, is actually it's actually focused on clearing the misinformation, like the doubts and the lies that people have about this new tax law. All right, so one of it is that fuel surcharge is not new. Like, it is not something that is new, but it is just being harmonized. That is one fact that you need to know. It is not new, but it is like being harmonized. And also VAT, which is like value added tax, the rise doesn't touch essentials like food and medicine. That's the second thing that you also need to know. So the third thing is that small businesses under 25 million turnover, they get relief. Under 25 million turnover, they get relief. All right, and also lastly, there is a unified revenue services, one portal and one thing. Nothing like having different portal for tax identification. So we explain everything bit by bit in this video. All right, so it will tell you what exactly is changing and how it affects small businesses, the strengths and weaknesses of this law, and also practical steps that you can take right now to prepare. And that is why this video is a bit more special other than all other videos that you have out there, right? So let's start. We already discussed the 4 major tax bills ahead of 2026, right? So the first one is that is that of the 5% fuel surcharge, which has existed since 2007, but will only take effect after the finance minister's order, and it also excludes kerosene, LPG, and CNG. All right, it excludes that. So this is it. And if you run a logistic business, or let me give you an example in this video. So the impact here is that transport and logistics will rise. That is, they will cost more. So we will say that, for example, there will be 5% extra into delivering pricing. Like, for example, now let's say if delivery to a customer costs 2,000 naira today, so you should expect something like 2,100, something like 2,100 by 2026. So if you run a logistic business, you should consider the fuel efficient vehicles or shift in some routes to motorcycle. And if you are in retail or food supply, you should also plan bulk deliveries to reduce frequent trips. And I discovered that this is something that small businesses, especially the online vendors, this is something that they're already doing. They plan bulk deliveries to their clients. So what you just need to know here is that you should plan at least 5% extra to your delivery charges to your customer by 2026, not now, by 2026. So it will be better if you start making the broadcast by the end of this 2025. So you just need to know this, right? So the second one that we have right here is regarding the value added tax increase. So the essentials remain 0% VAT. Essentials like food and medicine. So non-essentials rise to 12.5%. That is like 82% of household spending is exempted. Like it's absolutely exempted. So if you sell essentials like bread, rice, medicine, there is no value added tax impact. No VAT. But if you sell luxury items like fashion imports, alcohol, electronics, and others, you should expect a price sensitive customers. So what you need to know is that you should segment your product line, label which are value added tax exempted and which one attracts VAT. So you see, this is something that business owners are already doing. Whenever I want to charge my clients, me particularly, whenever I want to charge my clients, I add VAT to the charge. Sometimes I do tell them, in case of customers who do ask that why is this price like this, or some even used to ask me that why does it have 200 naira or 159 naira at the end of it. I'll tell them it is for this and for this. And I also know of like 2 to 3 business owners that are already even adding value added tax to their prices, especially those who sell products. So you should segment your product lines, label which one. For example, the food and medicine, they are VAT exempt. So you should label the one that are VAT exempt and the one that are not VAT exempt. All right. And also you need to educate your customers. All right. So this item is exempt. This order has a new VAT. This order has a new VAT. So with that, you'll be able to build trust. And also you should tell them that this price is not for you, it is for the government. So if you are in e-commerce, update your product catalog now with VAT tags. All right, especially online, update your product catalog with VAT tags. All right, so that's the 3 action steps that I would like to give you there. And also the third one is that household earning below 250k per month won't see extra PAYE burden. So minimum wage earners are protected. They are protected. All right. So if your staff earning minimum wage, they won't pay higher PAYE. That is, they won't pay, like, their personal income tax won't be higher. And also middle income employees may pay slightly more, and we also have a video on that on our channel, and also how you can calculate your personal income tax with the online calculator on I think on fiscal reform policy on website. So the link will be attached to this video, so you can go there to watch and understand more. So one thing you need to know is that you need to prepare a payroll system. So make sure that your salaries reflect the new threshold, and also you need to communicate to staff if you have one, or if you have staff, those people who work under you, you need to communicate to them. So if you earn minimum wage, no extra tax, but if you earn higher, here is a small difference. So you can just forward a video to them for them to watch. And also, as one educational video for them to understand. So the fourth one, I think, okay, yes. So the fourth one that we have here is that the unified revenue service. I think I didn't. Oh God, I didn't do something on that. I didn't do slide on that, so we'll leave that. So the unified revenue service and team. So there has been a lot of complications regarding the new thing. In fact, I think I still got like one or more question this week regarding the new thing. So one thing that you need to know is that we have new Nigeria Revenue Service, like new Nigeria Revenue Service. It is called NRS, New Nigeria Revenue Service, merges the agencies like the FRS and the JTB. It merges it, so it requires TIN for all compliance, and filing will be digital. The filing will be digital. So one thing you need to know is that there is no more multiple agencies chasing you. No more one thing here, another thing here, or the other thing here. So, but you need proper registration to access the single portal, and you can reach out to our number for that. So you need to register for 18 now if you do not have. All right, if you do not have. So if you wait till 2026, that will be the rush time, and I'm sure you want to avoid that, right? Good. So you also need to digitize your records. You need to digitize your records. So even a simple Excel sheet for sales and expenses will make filing easy for you. And the third one is that if you don't have like a CAC registration, I will advise you that this is the best time. This is the best time that you need to do for your business. That you need to do it for your business. Otherwise, you will be invisible to the new system. Yes, you will be invisible to the new system. So you can reach out to us. We can also get that done for you. And I think we did a video regarding the turnover, the corporate and profit tax exemptions. So businesses under 25 million threshold, or 25 million turnover, they are exempted from filing. They are exempted from paying tax. But that doesn't mean that you won't file. All right. So you won't file, but you just won't pay tax. But you still need to file that nil or zero tax. And also, businesses above that 25 million or over that 25 million, they must pay tax, and they must also file tax. All right, they must also file tax. So these are the things that we've brought to you guys in this video. So I think we have a checklist here. So what you need to do is that you need to get your TIN and CAC registration done. You also need to start keeping digital records like sales, turnover. So you need to start keeping digital record. And we have a finance business journal for business owners. So if you're a small business owner, you can reach out to us. We have like a finance business journal that will help you keep your sales, track your expenses, and also your turnover and everything here. So segment VAT exempt versus taxable goods in your store. So if you have a product, or you have a supermarket, or you sell products, you need to do this. It's very, very, very important. And also you need to plan for 5% full cost rise in logistics. So if you are like a product-based business, so you need to also consider this. You actually need to consider this. And also review the payroll for PAYE thresholds if you have staff. All right. And also if your tax is above, if your threshold is above the 25 million, you need to consult a tax professional to help you file the tax before the filing deadline, or else that will also attract penalty. So the new Nigerian tax law is not actually designed to destroy small business. Like, it's not actually designed to destroy small businesses. So if you are under 25 million turnover, you may still pay zero corporate tax, and also essential stay VAT free. The first surcharge will only apply when gazetted. So, and even then, you need to know that kerosene and cooking gas, they are exempted. All right, so don't panic. You just have to prepare. You just have to prepare. So let me know what's your biggest concern about the 2026 tax law, and you can reach out to us through any of our number, or personally reply and give you a response. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.